Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nerdly Adventures. My name is Elijah, and I have before you all today a haul that I'm looking at the stack here. This should have happened like 3 weeks ago almost, but I was waiting on this one figure to get here and then just kept piling up. Finally, the figure that was like supposed to be the figurehead of this haul, pun intended, is here, so I can share with you. This is a like 2-week, 3-week haul almost. I mean, these figures have just been stacking up, but let me get into them. And like I said, there's just some really crazy stuff here. So buckle in. It is a crazy haul. Starting out here, I ordered this figure on eBay, and this I've had this one for like almost 3 weeks now. And I talked about him in a previous video. I could never find him in stores. Like, I hunted him down. I don't know if I just was looking at the wrong time, if I got unlucky, but that figure is the gold label Deadman. This was a Target exclusive. This is from the DC Rebirth. I'm really excited for this figure, to open him up and just like he's got so much detailing on the face there, and just but basically for the Justice League Dark display, I mentioned him in a previous video talking about how I needed to get him. Well, got him at a decent price on eBay. I think it was like $30 with shipping, which is really good. And that is the only, well, not the only eBay, but the first eBay. Now I'm going to get into what I found in stores, because a lot of this is just like, what the heck. This next figure I said I was looking for, and I managed to find it. That, of course, is Fire, the gold label Fire as well. Nothing new, label just Fire. She is from the Justice League International. I don't really care for this design that they did where she was all green. However, it is a like relatively obscure DC character, and I'm going to buy it. I found her at Target because she is a Target exclusive. I legitimately don't remember when I found her, though. I think this was like 2 weeks ago now, which is blowing my mind how long I've had most of these figures. She was a tremendous find. So happy. She was in the same wave as Metallo, so now I don't even know how to describe this next one. As I'm sure you saw in the last McFarlane haul, I kind of started getting a knack for platinums. Well, I was at the Lego store, and I stopped at the GameStop first, and lo and behold, I see this one, and I'm like, oh, do I get it? Like, I don't need it. I already have one. It's not the Platinum version. That is the Green Lantern from the JLA Wave Platinum. I think this is like the Red Superman is obviously the more desirable Platinum, so you can have Red and Blue Superman, but he is the second most desirable. I mean, he's like, I think that's, I don't remember what the design is on the Green Lantern. I've seen the comic that he's from, but I was just like, I haven't been able to find him. Like, this is the first time I've seen the character at all in stores, let alone the Platinum version. Well, I had to get it. I mean, it was a Platinum, normal price. This begs the question now of, do I build a second Plastic Man? One to put with my JLA, one to put with my Classic League? Who knows? This is the only Platinum in the whole, I think. Maybe. But now, on to, and I know this is crazy, continuing the haul on to not a Platinum edition. This is a collector's edition that I was really excited for, and I'm even more excited now that I have it. That is Sergeant Rock. He is one of those characters that I just never would have thought got a DC figure, mainly for the reasoning of his design isn't, I would argue, not necessarily iconic, but more or less, he doesn't have any distinguishable traits, Fire is on fire. Green Lantern has the Green Lantern logo, that kind of thing. Deadman. But, like, Sergeant Rock is just kind of a guy in an army uniform. So, I thought he was a really cool pickup. I was really looking forward to the figure when they announced him. I like that DC, or McFarlane has been putting out these figures that aren't necessarily, like, crazy well-known heavy hitters. Don't care that he is a collector's edition. But he came in the way with Superboy and the manga Batman. I found the manga Batman too, but I didn't pick him up. I'm not a big fan of manga, and the manga Batman, as cool as he looked, I could not justify spending another $30 because this haul is, expensive. So now on to what I found yesterday, which is even just really cool for me. So first up here from GameStop, this is the Black Manta from the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I never actually saw the movie. Terrible DC fan, I know. But he has the most comic book-like design. They had the one from, like, the figures, but, like, I don't like those. They're too overly designed, in my opinion. But this one is basically the comic book appearance, so I got him. And he was only $20, but then the guy at GameStop knocked him down another $5. And I was like, hey, what's up with that? He's like, dude, that figure's been here for like over a year now. It just needs to get out the door. So if you're going to buy it, I'll take $5 off. I was like, hey, I'm not complaining. But I'm really excited to open him. I'm kind of curious to see like how that head mold works. He has also, that I really love this, he has like the floating stands, which I can never find enough of. Oops, sorry. And the little blast for his jetpack. So nice figure to beef up the villain shelf. And also from GameStop, from the same GameStop, I found the Green Arrow digital figure. Now this is from the Longbow Hunter. So it's not like classic Green Arrow, but it is much more classic than the current one that I have, which is Injustice. I really love this figure. I also love especially how they give him a separate arrow, not like a bundle. He has a bundle to go in his quiver, but they also have the separate arrow specifically. The figure, just really vibrant greens. So excited to open him up. Could not find the Atom, though. The one that I've been dying to get. And I really don't want to pre-order on Amazon because I don't know when it's going to get here. And I was happy to find him. And now, on to the craziest figure I think I have ever gotten. I'm going to do a little unboxing for this one. eBay order. As you know, San Diego Comic-Con wrapped up. And to be honest, I didn't really know McFarlane did exclusives until this year. And I think you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Now, this year, I was very on top of the game. As soon as Comic-Con ended, I went on eBay and looked up the figure. That is right, everybody. Agent Liberty. Wow, this is kind of crazy that I'm holding this in my hand. This is the 2024 Comic-Con exclusive figure. You wouldn't even be able to tell that by looking at this. There's nothing on this that says San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. But he was the exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con. I picked him up for what I think is a really good price. Like $50 or $60, which is expensive. But the figure alone is already $30. He was selling for $30 at Comic-Con to people there. Now his box is a little bit indented, but I'm not even going to open him yet. I'm going to open him eventually. But like this is the very first Comic-Con figure I've ever owned. I always wanted to get some of the Lego ones, but they are stupid expensive. They're like several $100s. These, and the other thing is like my line of thought was he is only going to grow more expensive as the demand for him might as well stay the same, but the amount of figures goes down. I don't know if that's the case, but I was like, you know what? I want them sooner rather than later too. The Platinum Edition was the actual, like, the white suit that you see that he, like, normally has. I could have forked over, like, $200 for that, but I was fine with just having him as is, and that is still just wild to me that I own this. And so this is a figure that I was waiting for to come in to film this haul. It was going to be him and Deadman. Well, then I went out to the store, found Fire. Okay, cool. Then I went out to the store, I found the Green Lantern, and I think maybe even the Sergeant Rock on the same day. I don't quite remember. But regardless, then I went out yesterday with some friends, and I found Black Manta and Green Arrow, and I was like, oh my gosh, this haul just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 figures, which is, whew, a lot of figures. I would like to do a video on all of the figures I own. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that in. We'll talk now. I'm going to probably have to switch this up into a different clip, but I'd like to just kind of talk about a little bit what the future is going to hold for this channel because I don't really know. So to all my loyal viewers out there, I know most of you know me in real life, but those of you on the internet who don't know me in real life, I am Elijah, as I stated in the intro. And I would like to also thank all the new subscribers that came over from some other channels that shouted me out. Very glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying the content. But I am a college student. I'm only 19, so I am in college. I do move back to college as the filming of this video in a little over a week. So I will not be in my main space. I will not have access to my whole collection of comic books, of action figures, of Legos, of my instruments, anything. I will, I don't live that far from home, but I'm going to be very busy. So that being said, this is probably going to be the last video in this space for the summer. Potentially there might be 1 or 2 after this that I film in the coming weeks, but regardless, there will be a change of scenery. I would like to continue posting. That is all going to depend on what the heck I end up doing in college. Who knows? But that being said, if I don't, thank you all for watching over this summer. This has kind of been a little side project of mine that I've wanted to do for years, and I finally took an EMB class this past semester. I now know how to edit, even if it's not very well, slightly. And that has kind of just been the inspiration for this. That's kind of been the what's pushed me over the edge into actually filming and editing videos. Now, I do admit my videos are not of the highest of quality, but I like to think that what I lack in quality, I make up for in interest. I guess, the quality of the videos is not fantastic, but the content within, I hope, is enjoyable, and I can share enough opinions and whatnot that people find interesting. So, there might be another several week gap between these next little influx of videos and my next videos. I am not dead. Sorry, YouTube. I used the D word. I am merely just at college and busy and probably still figuring out my whole roommate situation and like how my room's going to be, how my schedule's going to work out. But thank you all for watching this video and just this whole summer series of videos. Like I said, for me, this has just been a way to continue my hobby and not make myself work for it. But if I want to get all these figures, I have to film myself getting all these figures and edit, and it keeps my editing skills intact. It keeps my public speaking skills intact, and just as a whole, it's been fun. So that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.